Yeah. Share screen would be share. Um, okay. Just get things ready while things are going. Just get ready while things are going. While things are going. Just turn my speaker off. Turn my speaker off. Turn the speaker off. Turn the speaker off. Off. Oh, you know what? Alright, we're gonna have this echo, aren't I? Probably best to have a microphone. So what I might do is take this out. No way, I can't hear myself. That's fine. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to do my super regardless. And so, Bitcoin Jason here. This is the first time I'm doing a live stream, and I'm doing it from YouTube Studios. So, I promise you that I will keep more up to date and provide more content. Now, I am learning to be more proficient in that. So, thank you for your patience. Now, something before I get started is I want to share you something, right? Uh, oh, that's bad, Juju. Just say hi when you're here so I can get started because I might put some music on actually. Um, when you're here, just let me know. Looking at mm, um, library playlist. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Um, well, let me know when you are okay. How are we going here? Are we connected to the? Yep. Okay. So if I go like this, struggles because okay, maybe if I put my headphones in, it will hear it. No, okay. Oh, that didn't work. No worries about it. Anyway, I'll get back to it. So, what's happening is I've just started a self-managed super fund, and I'm doing most of the time. I'm going to try and structure my purchases around the first or the end of the month and midway through the month. The reason is we got this Bitcoin Cash bank run that happens around there now. If we look at the chart of Bitcoin Cash, it's actually a good spot to buy because it's been trending upwards, but it's gone a bit lazy for a moment. Hang on, let me find it. There we are. Right, so there, see, there's my portfolio at the moment. It's only $2,500 odd, right? But if we look at Bitcoin Cash, which is my largest holding, I've got gold, I've got silver. Let's open this up. Um, chart. You see this? It's actually come down nice. Not worried about that at all. 4 hour chart. So here we go. I'm actually not worried about that at all. So I'm taking it's it's mid season, mid there. So I'm going to buy some more. But before that, I've got no money in here, so I have to go to my trust account. Just give me a hi when you're here, so I can answer any questions. But basically, what I'm using, is if I can bring it up for you, is I'll go share screen. Okay. How do I do that? I didn't. I was thinking that you could see what I was doing. All right. So if I go, um, how do I share screen here? Share screen. Um, There we go. See, it looks pretty sad at the moment. See how it's going down? But I'm actually confident that it's going to go. This is not really the best chart to use. You're better off using TradingView or something like that. But the overall supply is easy to get on there. So I'm going to go for purchase. So if I put some money first, so what needs to happen? How do I stop screen now? Stop sharing screen. So what I need to do is I need to go to uh, now for reason for privacy, I cannot show you what's going on. Window, this one here. Alright. So I've got ANZ here, right? So I've got to log in now. I'm going to do a transfer. So I'll do that now. I'll log in and do a transfer. Just talk to me while I'm here. It's okay. So log in. Now, funds, like foundation. Okay, so I'm going to take out nice and neat. Pay anyone. Go select on my foundation. Now, this super account of this self-managed super fund, it's purely at the moment, it's purely on for Bitcoin Cash. It's purely for cryptocurrency purchases. So I've got gold and silver, which is tokenized, but it's purely for blue chip type assets like BTC and BCH, which I consider blue chip. Um, Bitcoin BTC in itself, it did not expand with the network. They chose to stay small and retarded blocks, and I believe that's because the banks still wanted some form of control because you can only do between 3 to 7 transactions per second on that. Where Bitcoin Cash has the ability to keep up with Visa, Mastercard, and American Express all at the same time, right? Because it has this block size where it grows with the network. Okay, towards the need. So I'm just gonna sophisticate. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put a neat amount in. Now you have to put a reference. Why? So the reference would be self managed SMSF contribution. Okay. Contribution. And then a message that I would have to put is what I will do is put that self-managed super fund contribution as per minutes of, of trustee um, goals and policies. I think it was okay. Now I've got to put in the fund's name. Okay, so I've done that. I'm just going to let it tick over. Who has no? Someone's lost. I lost the attention. All right, that's okay. I'm just doing this. So basically, what I've done is I've gone to my holding company, holding bank account of my self-managed super fund, and then I've gone righto. I've designate this portion of funds, and I've pointed it towards CoinSpot, and I said, "Here we go, CoinSpot. Um, this is how much I'm going to. This is going to go into the CoinSpot account, and to show you what I'm using is I'm using mm, yep, that's the one. Stop sharing. Using Windows. Okay. So I'm using eSuperFund. That's how I set up my eSuperFund with that. They have a holding when you get paid, whether you pay yourself or your employer pays you, it goes into for this one, it's yeah, well it's actually I'm actually feeling more confident now because if you bought Bitcoin Cash at the most highest level, that buying it at this price is it's not going to take much for you to be in black and even to profit. This is why I'm so bullish right now, and and it's just a law of numbers. So we've had the other upgrade. My voice is chopped. Oh, okay. Uh, see you, Blade. So I'm using the eSuper Fund. Now, whether it goes up and down, it makes no difference to me because this is long term. Same. Okay. Um, right. Thank you for being giving me feedback. Um, microphone on. Something opened up. Um, you know what? It's because I've got that. You saw a bit of my private life there. This is Camtasia that I do my video editing on. I haven't upgraded it for many, many years. Um, it's finally great. You still here with me, Blade? Oh, Okay. Is that better? All right. Stop sharing. All right. So eSuper Fund. So I've transferred uh funds out. Now you need to have. Oh, good now. Yeah, because I had another video edit. I had a video editing program on. So with self-managed super funds, you've got to tell them, like, have minutes on what you're doing. So if I share you this, uh, this here, yeah. So if I share you this, it's got my purchase and rationale with it all. Okay. Document records, rah rah rah. So the deposit is going to be $400, right? I go $400 again. Not 499. Right. Yeah, I'll rush through this anyway. It's basically making sure that when the ATO audits me every year, that I've been considering it. So I consider the risk. Now, Bitcoin Cash being 21 million coins only, with half of them gone somewhere, but it's got the same fundamentals of BTC. The only thing difference with BTC, it's got major investors like um micro strategies and stuff like that just pump it, big things like that. The thing that Bitcoin Cash has, it does more transactions than 3 to 7 transactions per second. It can actually do, which the banks don't like, the Epstein people. They don't like Bitcoin Cash because it can keep up with Visa, MasterCard, and American Express at the same time. And with the Abla network, it can expand and contract with the network, so it's not too big where it's heavily centralized like BSV, but it's not retarded in growth like BTC, where you cannot use it as P2P electronic cash. The banks love BTC because they can control you with it. You need a third party. You need a third party product to use BTC, basically, whether it's Lightning Network or some sort of card. So with this, I basically put my policies there. Now, if you want a link to this, I could do it to you, but it's no use putting it up unless you got a self-managed super fund. But I basically had Chat GPT help me with this, go over it all. So just to make sure I cross my T's and dots my I. Now, my money should be in CoinSpot at the moment, and the reason why I chose CoinSpot is because CoinSpot is regulated by the Australian government, and it's a super fund. It's approved by the super fund. So even ANZ, which is one of the worst Australian banks to deal with crypto in, they are just horrible. ANZ, Commonwealth Bank, and NAB are like the top worst ones. And then my Westpac hasn't been too bad, but it has shut me off. It has stopped me. The longest was about 14 days. It stopped me from using my own funds. So this is why I'm trying to be debanked as much as I can now. Having superannuation, having to have superannuation, I thought to myself, you know what? If I have to pay super, why not I just buy Bitcoin Cash, which I'm going to do it anyway, and it helps because I'm keeping it long term. It's going to take those coins out of circulation, and I'm going to hold it. And it means, like, for you and for me and for the poor guy that's that's in Uganda, they can all get the enjoy the price appreciation because I'm taking it off the thing. And if I ever want to use Bitcoin Cash for big major purchases, I won't necessarily sell the Bitcoin Cash. I will borrow against it. And that way you get around the capital gain. So with this self-managed super fund, yes, I'm buying in BCH, but I can also use that Bitcoin Cash when it goes up in value, and I can actually borrow against it, with the applications that are coming out. And I recommend Paytaka. A lot, I think a lot of too with a lot of this, the whole market's bad. Even silver and gold have dropped. So there's a bit of funny business going on, and I really think it's because people need money quickly. That's why they're cashing out. But remember, when COVID happened, things were really cheap. I remember I got big BTC for around about $3,000. I got BTC for $3,000, and it was up to I think it was $80,000 when I cashed out. It went to $80,000, and I lived on it for a year as Bitcoin Cash because I converted it over. So what we got here? So moving on. So you're with me and you can see it happening. Uh, where did I put my? Is there any questions, Vlad? You got any questions? Um, Here it is. This chart here. All right. So going back to my dashboard, and I will share this with you. Who else is here? Just let me know if you've got any questions. So I'll go to my CoinSpot dashboard here. Yeah, you can see that the money's entered in. Now it's only a small balance because, like I said, I've only started it just recently. After April, mid-April, yeah, the end of April. Was it the 6th of May? 6th of May, I've started. Okay. What's the price of Bitcoin Cash at the moment? Okay. So I'm not going to even bother about trying to time the market or anything like this. So I've got $400 in there. What I'll do is I'll buy $400 worth. I actually do not mind it being at the price it is. The longer it stays at these prices, like it's gone down nearly 6%, which is great. It's great news. Confirm buy. Okay. So now we've got 8 BCH. Now that 8 is easily going to turn into $8,000 because I know that by end of the year it's going to go back up again. I just know. And by 2028, it's just going to go because it works in cycles. Now what else do I need to tell you? Forget what questions I need to ask or need to be asked. So, is everyone happy? Anyone got any questions? Dun, dun, dun. All right, so big reason I'm buying Bitcoin Cash, low cap is only 21 million. Same fundamentals as BTC. I think where we are on the timeline is we're probably back 2016, 17. I think we're about there. I think we're about to go for a pump. Um, Now we do have privacy coming on with Bitcoin Cash, And so when privacy comes on board, I think we'll get some of the market of the Zcash guys, the Monero guys, the Dash people. They may even come on board. So there's a bit of market share from there. Also, what we've got is we've got smart contracts. Now, imagine this, right? Imagine governments, right, where you pay your taxes or you, right? Imagine that governments did not get that money or it wasn't released until things were actually acted on. Let's put in the building trade. Say you're a builder, right? And you're a builder. So I says, hey, Blade, I want you to construct me a 3-bedroom house. Um, Here's the payment, right, as per contract, and I pay you in the smart contract. In that smart contract would be progress payments for you as you go through the building process. And because it's a trustless system, as you update the progress photos and that and show proof of work, it will then supply you with a proof, like pay you at the same time. So that's one sort of ways of doing it. Another way could be e-commerce. So um, a client, a customer may buy a product, say this toolkit here. They buy this toolkit, right? You pay it in Bitcoin Cash. They send it off, and then with a tracker. So when it is finally delivered, that's when the shop guy finally gets his money. And that way, your identity is protected. If it's a scammer, they won't get the money. If you try to scam them, you won't get. Well, actually, you can't scam them because it's been tracked. So when it's tracked there and it arrives, it will release to you. So that's one way. Another way is which has been happening for a while, like what I really like with Paytaka. I could actually show you now, actually, Paytaka. Um, Not now. So if I was to open this up, what have I done? Perhaps not now. Skip for now. Rewards program, I know nothing about it. All right. So if I just show you this, Windows, no. Yeah, okay, not a problem. Paytaka, there we go. It won't show you. It won't show you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, all right. So you got. I don't know how good this turned out with, because this is very weird for me. Very weird. I will end the stream now. If you got any questions, just put it in the comments below. And yeah, we are Satoshi. Thanks for your time, and I'll try and do better next time. Take care. Stay classy. Bye.